Namaste, friends. My name is Amit Garg. Welcome to my channel, VedicAstrology. Today we'll talk about Venus in Cancer. First of all, thanks a lot to the paid members. Really appreciate your support. And if you're not a member yet, you can become the YouTube member by clicking the button join button below this window on your screen. And by being a member, you get access to the daily transits of the moon. And also, you can ask one question for free based on your chart or general question per month. So there are a lot of perks. So Venus in Cancer, Shukracharya has entered the sign of Kark Rashi, which is the sign of mother. So so we'll discuss what this means overall. Venus in Cancer means a lot of creativity. Venus is the planet of creativity, and Kark Rashi is the water sign of the mother. So there's abundant creativity. So we'll see lots and lots of creative projects in general for everybody. Then there'll be focus on Cancer is number 4 sign, so it relates to our home. And so we'll see a surge in interior decoration, how we can enhance the aesthetics and beauty of our homes. That'll be a big focus. So people may do a lot of renovations and a lot of art and interest in art and decorations and paintings around in the house. This will bring a lot of harmony in relationships. We'll see there could be a lot of other extreme as well. And this will be a period of emotional ups and downs. There could be a lot of emotions. It's a water sign, and both Venus and Moon. Moon is the ruler. So essentially, this is a combination of Venus and Moon. And both are feminine planets, both are water element. And so there could be a lot of emotions. So that's one caution for everybody. Then there'll be focus on love and nurturing, almost like the love of a mother. Okay. And then Venus represents money, luxury. So there'll be a lot of expenditures. It depends. So in a male chart, this could mean expenditure by wife, um, because Venus is luxury, Moon is the fast-moving planet, right? So the combination of Venus and Moon means a lot of expenses. So that's possibility. And then there could be a lot of moodiness, like sudden change in emotions. And now Venus, planet of love, romance in general. So there could be a tendency of possessiveness. So people may become very possessive of their things, of their status, of their partners, especially, of their own beauty also. So that's a good possibility. So be on the caution about that. People may be very sensitive. This is going to be a period of lots of emotional stuff. But this will also trigger intuition. Huge, two water planets in water sign. There'll be a lot of compassion and empathy. Um, there'll be, emphasis on protection, protecting your family, protecting your friends. People will be almost overprotective. And of course, focus on romance and, romantic relationships and sentimental affairs. And there'll be focus on family. A lot of, quality time spent with the family, attachment to the family. Family gatherings will be very beneficial, and people will focus on having a lot of family gatherings. Now, one of the biggest issues we see when Venus and Moon are together in a natal chart, so that means this kind of energy may manifest during the transit also is there could be a lot of like changing partners or like extramarital affairs. So those things, that's because Venus, especially in a male chart, Venus is spouse and Moon is fast moving. So that just shows um, could be like change of partner or cheating or or just a lot of expenses, as I mentioned earlier. But there will definitely be an overdose of emotions and possessiveness, and all those issues might surface. So that's overall Venus in Cancer. Now we'll see sign by sign all the 12 rising signs. First of all, Aries rising, and so number 1 sign here. And Venus is transiting through, so that's Aries rising, Aries Lagna. Venus is transiting through your 4th house. And Venus is the ruler of your 2nd house and the 7th house. This is a very sensitive period for Aries in pretty much all their relationships. First of all, family relationships, that's the second house. Then your one-on-one partnerships, that's your spouse or your personal partnerships, and also business partnerships. And then with your mother, your relationships at home. So all of those, you have to be very cautious uh, to so there could be a lot of emotional ups and downs. There could be literally cheating going on in the relationships. There could be a lot of expenditure and focus on luxury and show off. So, I mean, this is a good opportunity to bring harmony and peace and balance in your relationships. But more often than not, it leads to excess of emotions and commitment issues and loyalty issues. So be careful around those. And so for you in your all your relationships, try to be normal, try to be balanced, and try to stay committed. Uh, Try to bring harmony in your relationships. So you can actually focus on fourth house matters because Venus is transiting the fourth house. So literally for you, what I discussed in the intro section, for you, it makes sense to do interior decoration, bring some artwork, some statues, some paintings in your home for home decoration and create something. This is also a good period for you to sort of do renovation, but also maybe you might think of going into a bigger place, a better place, more beautiful, more aesthetically pleasing place of residence, or also investing in real estate in general, especially like luxury buildings and high-end apartments and things like that. Next is the sign of Taurus. And for Taurus, as you can see here, Taurus is it's your Lagna Lord we're talking about. Number two sign, Taurus rising, Taurus Lagna. It is transiting through your third house. Okay. And Venus is, of course, your Lagna Lord and also your sixth Lord. So what happens for Taurus? Sixth house is the house of enemies. Lagna Lord, of course, is you. So a lot of times, Taurus rising people could be their own enemies, uh, believe it or not. So this is the perfect time for self-love, showing empathy towards yourself, nurturing your own emotions, and also then dealing with your siblings, so younger siblings especially. So this is the time when you may have a lot of emotional issues with your younger siblings. The other thing is in your communication, in your networking, dealing with people, that's third house, there may be a lot of emotions taking place. So, but this is an excellent time for showing creativity, especially with your hands, learning some new skills with your hands. That's a third house. Uh, you may actually end up spending a lot on short distance travels, like within the city, trips within the city. And then also be cautious about getting cheated, even by your younger siblings, who knows, by your close friends and by your neighbors. Be cautious around those. And one big caution for Taurus rising is that you may actually become very emotional when it comes to daily issues, daily obstacles, daily challenges, daily confrontations. So dealing with the issues on a day-to-day uh, um, basis, that could involve a lot of emotions, a lot of drama, so a lot of moodiness, and so be careful about that. Next is the rising sign of Gemini, Gemini rising number three sign. And for that, Venus is transiting through your second house in the sign of Cancer. And Venus is your 12th Lord and Venus is your fifth Lord. So what's happening is, first of all, Gemini people have to be very careful about expenses. And because it's the 12th Lord, Venus is 12th Lord in the sign of Cancer, the sign of flow and expansion. And so, and those expenses could be on your romantic partners. That's fifth house Lord. Or if you're married, literally because of your spouse. So your expenses, your money is the biggest thing you need to watch this during this transit. And also second house, Venus is transiting through the second house. So the family wealth may be affected. And there may be a lot of emotions when it comes to dealing with your children, dealing with your romantic partners, dealing with your family, extended family also. So that is second house and fifth house. Uh, on the positive side, this is excellent period for you to use your voice. You'll have this very gentle, feminine, and creative energy when it comes to writing a speech, or your words will be very powerful. They'll be able to touch people at a very deep emotional level. And also, again, your children may feel very emotional, but this is your creativity is activated. So fifth house. So do creative things with your children. Encourage them to be creative, be more intuitive, be more empathetic. But there could be, this is actually a really good period for you to activate your subconscious mind. You'll feel very expansive and access to the other planes of existence, portals of wisdom. Your emotional mind is completely activated, and you'll be able to see things that you were not able to see earlier. So kind of like some kind of blind spots. That is 12th house. And now in the sign of Cancer, this will help you see things beyond the three-dimensional existence that we have. Next is the sign of Cancer, Cancer rising, Cancer Lagna. For Cancer, as you can see, Venus is transiting through your Lagna. And Venus is your 11th lord, and Venus is your 4th lord. For this could mean a lot of emotions. Cancer is anyway a very emotional sign. And so this period could mean you're literally having like emotional up and down, moodiness, very, very sensitive nature, all of that is possible. So a lot of self-care is needed. Be compassionate with yourself. And then you could be very emotional with your friends. You could be very emotional with your mother also, or in your home environment, or with your elder siblings. So you got to be careful with that. Now, there could also be like cheating or misunderstanding, or a lot of emotional stuff going on with your friends, and with your um, uh, in your home environment in general. You may feel that you are being cheated, because it's the self that's being affected. You may also end up spending a lot during this transit, just to show off or fit in with your friends circle in your social network. That's the 11th house, luxurious combination of 11th lord with the moon in Cancer. So careful in spending. Also, that you may actually spend a lot on your home renovation, decoration, interior decoration, all of those things. So keep an eye on your expenditure. Excellent time for being very creative in your home interior decoration, and creative in rediscovering yourself, who you are, your personality, your self-confidence, and how you present yourself. So in terms of your social media with your friends. So very creative period. And then you'll be very protective. So there'll be a tendency to like protect your friends, protect yourself, and also protect your mother, or protect basically like a home buddy. You'll be protecting your family and friends very, very closely. Next is Leo rising. Leo is number 5 sign. And for Leo, as we see, Venus is transiting through your 12th house. And for Leo, Venus is your 10th lord, and Venus is your 3rd lord. This is the time when actually this could lead to a lot of expenses. And Venus in the 12th house anyway is that indicates a lot of expenditure. But with Moon in Cancer, very, very cautious about expenditure. Second thing is, there could be a lot of scheming going on, hidden secrets. That's Venus in the 12th house. And that could also be at your workplace. So some things going on at your workplace. So be very careful. Um, but this is a great time to awaken your subconscious mind. Your 12th house is fully activated, and also 3rd house, Lord in the 12th house. So a great time to discover some new skills. And you can be very, very compassionate and use this creative energy at work. Use this fantastic combination of Venus and Moon. Venus and Moon, I say Venus and Moon because it's in Cancer. So the moon is not going to be, the moon itself will not going to be there in Cancer for this whole duration. Of course, moon keeps changing signs every 2 or 3 days. But still, Venus in Cancer means it's a combination of Venus and moon. So this is giving you abundant creativity at work. And also be careful about a lot of emotions at work or with your younger siblings or with the neighbors or close friends. That's a possibility. Next is Virgo rising. Virgo ascendant, number 6 sign, and Venus is transiting through your 11th house. For Virgo, Venus is your second lord and Venus is your ninth lord, right? So Venus is a very important planet. So first of all, you may be very, very creative when it comes to higher wisdom, when it comes to family wealth. So you'll find new ways of maybe even higher education and or being a guru. You may be a teacher and or dealing with your gurus and also presenting that stuff to the world like it's transiting through the 11th house. So you'll be sharing a lot of your wisdom and higher education, all of those skills with the world in the 11th house. And you may actually end up spending also on your higher education or spending on your friends or spending on your family as well. But you'll find creative ways also to increase your family wealth. That is the second lord. There could be a lot of emotions when it comes to gurus or dealing with the teachers or with your family or even with your friends. So be cautious about not getting dragged into emotional stuff with respect to higher education or gurus or family or your friends. This is a really good period for you to be on the social media or networking out there, networking with the friends and people at large in a very Venusian manner. So using the power of Shakti and feminine energy, very creative and artistic and aesthetically pleasing ways of reaching out to people in whatever you do. Next is Libra rising. Libra ascendant, so number 7 sign, and Venus is transiting through your 10th house. For Libra rising, Venus is your 8th lord, and Venus is your Lagna lord, of course. So this could be a very, very emotional period when it comes to your work profession and also dealing with yourself. And that emotions could actually lead to a lot of change and transformation within yourself, and also change and transformation in your career. So the 8th house, the Lagna, and the 10th house, they're all activated in the sign of the Lord of Lagna, and 8th house is in Cancer. And so be careful. There could be a lot of scheming going on at your workplace, even more so than we saw for some other signs. But for you, for Libra, literally Venus and Moon in the 10th house, and Venus is your 8th lord. 8th house is all the hidden things. And Venus Moon combination or Venus in Cancer leads to cheating or hidden secrets and things like that. You may also end up spending a lot on yourself or related to your profession or your business. But it's a great time to be very creative at your workplace, in your profession, in your business. The 8th house will bring out all that creativity. Your third eye vision will be activated. So one of the remedies, as I mentioned, there could be a lot of expenses with respect to your career or on yourself. So what you could do is instead of those kinds of expenses, you can turn it around and voluntarily spend money on yourself, your own self-development, or spend money on your career, like doing things that will help you in the long run in your business, in your career, but also going deep into esoteric studies, esoteric subjects, learning energy healing and astrology and esoteric wisdom. So those things, it's a good antidote, a really good remedy to spend money on those things. And that, is considered as an expense. So that will take care of Venus in Cancer. Next is Scorpio rising, Scorpio Lagna, Scorpio ascendant. And as you can see, Venus is transiting through your 9th house. And so Venus is your 12th lord and Venus is your 7th lord. So Venus is a very sensitive planet for Scorpio anyway, because it's a planet for relationships, partnerships, one-on-one partnerships, and is the planet of losses also. So now it is in the sign of Cancer. So that means there could be a lot of change, transformation, and emotional up and down when it comes to your relationships. Literally, there could be a loss of relationship or there could be cheating as well. a lot of hidden stuff, hidden secrets going on. So you have to be very careful during this period. You may end up spending a lot of money on your partners. Very, very clear here. Or even on your higher studies or on your spiritual progress, on your gurus. But this is really powerful time to be very, so one of the remedies is be very creative with your partner and focus on the 12th house matters and the ninth house matters. So your spirituality is activated. You can learn some 12th house things like hidden stuff, esoteric wisdom. You can learn higher studies, higher education, even enrolling in a PhD program, things like that. But learn about astral travel and past life regression, all of those things. So spend money on those. That could become an excellent remedy instead of spending on your partner on luxury items or a lot of expenditures like that. And you could even go on a pilgrimage. This is excellent time. The houses of travel, long distance travel, are activated, even to a foreign country with your partner. So go as a couple to a spiritual journey. That's a really powerful time for you to do that. Next is a sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Lagna, rising, and Venus is transiting through your 8th house. And Venus is the ruler of your 11th house, and Venus is ruler of your 6th house. So during this period, first of all, Venus in the 8th house in Cancer, there will be a lot of change and transformation. There could be a lot of emotional churning going on, literally. There could be a lot of secretive stuff going on, especially in your partnerships, your relationships, because Venus in Cancer in the 8th house is not so great for your relationships. So some kind of cheating or hidden secrets might be going on. There could also be a lot of emotions involved with respect to your friends and social media. So stay away from any of these, emotional discussions on social media. This is excellent time to be very creative and discover who you are, the secrets of the universe. Those will be revealed to you. Venus in the 8th house in general is excellent for healing. If you have Venus in the 8th house in the natal chart, you can be a really powerful healer, almost like, you will know Sanjeevani Vidya, Shukracharya. So that's the combination. And it's the 6th house lord also. So that means the health aspect is activated anyway. So a great time to focus on your health, being a healer, discovering the secrets of the universe, lots of deep meditation, and also focusing on creating some things on those lines. But there could be a lot of emotions going on. Next is the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn rising, Capricorn Lagna, Capricorn ascendant. Venus is transiting through your 7th house. And what's happening? Venus is your 5th lord and Venus is your 10th lord. So first of all, big caution. There could be a lot of emotional stuff going on with your relationships. That is very clear. 7th house directly being impacted. Literally, there could be cheating or stuff going on in your partnerships. So very careful in your one-on-one partnerships, both personal and your business partnerships. There could be stuff going on, emotional stuff going on at your work, or some kind of scheming or cheating going on, but also with respect to your romantic partner. If you have a romantic partner, so be careful. And the other thing is with your children also, be careful. There could be a lot of emotional stuff going on, but also you may spend a lot of money in your partnerships or with your children or romantic relationships or for your work at your work also. So those are some of the things, caution areas where you need to focus during this transit. This is an excellent time, very, very creative time for you because 5th Lord is in Cancer. And so be very creative. You could do things with your children, be creative, do some creative projects or with your partner also. Do some creative projects with your partner and also some creative work in your profession, in your job, in your work. Next is Aquarius. Aquarius Lagna, rising ascendant. Venus is transiting through your 6th house. And Venus is your 4th lord and Venus is your 9th lord. So there could be a lot of emotions going on, emotional stuff going on at your home or with your mother or with your father or with your gurus. And also you'll focus on your health. This is actually a really good time for you to improve your health. Venus in Cancer will help you be very protective and nurturing and caring in terms of your health. And The other thing is you may actually spend money during this transit on your home interior decoration, or also on higher studies, higher wisdom, meeting the gurus. That's all ninth house. And also traveling, spiritual travel is indicated. Next is Pisces, rising Pisces, Lagna, Pisces, ascendant. For Pisces, Venus is transiting through your fifth house, and Venus is your third lord, and Venus is your eighth lord. Okay. Very big caution for Pisces. There is a chance of, cheating or some scandal or something going on with respect to your romantic relationships, or could be with your children also, because fifth house is romantic relationships and eighth house is secrets and change and transformation. So this could be a sensitive period, or you may just end up, spending a lot of money on your romantic partners or on your children. And Pisces is a emotional sign anyway. It's a water sign. So there could be lots of emotions, a lot of things going on with respect to your fifth house matters and eighth house matters. There could be disputes or emotional stuff with respect to inheritance, with respect to other people's money, with respect to your shared resources with your spouse also. You got to be very careful in those areas. The best thing you can do is focus on creativity. That's fifth house, and learning some new skills. That's third house. Even in some esoteric fields, that is eighth house. So combining the third house, eighth house. I'm sorry, third house, fifth house, and eighth house. So that means be very creative, learn some new skills, go deep in spirituality, figuring out who you are. That is, that really appeals to Pisces rising anyway. They really want to figure out the secrets of the universe. So focus on that. Be very creative and learn some new skills. So that's for all the 12 signs. Uh, it's about 3 week transit, but could be very, very emotional period, full of emotional ups and downs, but also very creative period. There could be some kind of cheating going on as well. And take care of your expenses also. There could be extra expenditure during this transit. So if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for your time. And once again, a big thank you to the paid members for your kind support.